Hey, I'm Pete the Plumber. Plumbing is what I'm all about. From emergencies to catastrophes, from brand new shiny renovations, let me and my team show you how to get it done and done right. Calgary, we've got you covered. The Bayloch brothers. They're a pair, all right. Great couple guys, do fantastic work. They said, Pete, come on over. We need a little bit of electrical done and this gas line done. So I just thought I was going to a kitchen extension of some sort. I walk out, and it was framed by then because they knew that no sense in getting me over till it was framed. And I'm going, wow, this is some deck extension. Rick and Maggie's place, they brought the roof out. There's a fireplace going in. So I saw the fireplace. I thought, oh, we want gas to the fireplace, of course. They said, no. Wood burning fireplace. I'm going, oh, very nice. You don't hear wood burning anymore. They just wanted it there for, I think, some sort of pizza oven or a smoker. I'm not sure what it was. But I guess they're cooks of some sort out there, like cooking while they're in front of the wood burning fireplace. We're finally here at this great deck edition. I'm not really sure what to call it. The Bayloch brothers, as I call them, here with James.
That's
what
right.
do you call this, an addition or a deck edition?
This is an addition. It's a living space addition that's exterior. So we're actually adding on an entire area for the deck above, adding to that, and we're also covering it full in with a roof. It's going to be excellent.
And that is awesome. That is great. First thing we had to do that you invited us over for was gas and electrical.
That's right.
Now, we were really lucky. There was a hot tub here and there was gas roughed in. I don't know why gas was roughed in down here, but it's
Maybe
down
a
here.
barbecue spot or something.
It could have been a second. You're right. That could have been a barbecue spot down here.
Yep.
But we're robbing this for the, not barbecue.
For the fireplace upstairs.
No, not the fireplace.
For the heater upstairs.
No, pizza oven.
Pizza oven.
Pizza oven. I was going to say this
right.
is a little bit unique because
Is
the
it?
fireplace is wood. I'm
Oh,
not
that's-
involved in that
that's
at all.
right, that's
yeah,
right.
that's what I thought it was for too.
Yep.
Our most common thing is gas to fireplaces, but this
Right,
is a
for a
wood
log
one.
lighter. Yep.
But the owner wanted a pizza
A
oven.
pizza oven, yep.
Which is
that's right.
pretty unique. So anyhow, we robbed the gas from here. We've tucked it in. Apparently a hot tub's going back here. Tucked it in, coming around. As you can see, they haven't finished the bottom.
Right.
We've got Troy's kept it up nice and tight for us up there.
Yeah.
What do you think of that so far?
I really like it. I think it looks fantastic. I'm just
good,
a little
good.
confused that these fittings, I've never seen that. Where's the threading
Oh.
machine? And
This is the modern thing. This is it. You know what? Why don't we talk to our gas fitter, Troy? Troy, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Okay. James, the contractor, hasn't seen Mega Press. Show him the machine. What is the PSI of this?
It's 3,000 PSI.
PSI. So don't put your fingers in here.
Put your finger in there.
Okay, you ready?
let's
Stand
see this.
back.
Let's see this happen.
That's it.
Just like that.
That's
Bob's
it.
your uncle. Bing, bang, boom.
So you
No
just
threading.
cut these flush and then insert them right in.
Yeah, you cut them flush with your pipe cutters. You ream them. You put them in your joint. You got to clean them up so the gaskets seal. But then after that, you crimp it and it's
What
nice
is
and
reaming?
easy. Reaming is cleaning out the inside of the pipe. So this is a reamer here.
Oh, okay.
So because when you cut it, you get a little bit of a burr on the inside here. You clean that out with the reamer. Yeah.
That is awesome.
You don't want to use a
can't
reamer
believe it.
personally, okay? Just it's for the tools.
Yeah, I get enough reaming as it is, so I'm okay.
So that
is amazing.
The new way to do it.
Wow.
Fittings are expensive. Hand me that 90, Troy. Fittings are not cheap. That's $10 a fitting compared
Wow.
to $2 a fitting.
Yeah.
Okay. But the labor is
labor
just
is
cut like
cut in a
70%.
quarter, yeah.
Oh, even more than a quarter. Boom,
Yeah.
boom. Something that he would normally, the Troy would normally be 4 hours on, he's 1.5 hours on.
Exactly.
It's just so quick. Basically, you still
Well,
got
I'm
to
threading with these old tripods.
Oh yeah, and the machines and this and that.
Constantly cranking it and spinning it, and
So this is the way to go. This
Wow,
is
that's
the new way to go. Well, we'll keep Troy going. Now what's our path here, Troy? You've got it tucked up nice and neat underneath.
So we got our black iron pipe
Mm-hmm.
with concrete anchors against the side of the house. And it goes up. It's going to come up the side of the window here, and then elbow over into our joist space, and then continue down to where
Continue down to over this pizza oven area. Okay, now why do we paint it gray?
It's rust-proof paint.
And what other color could it be after gray?
It can be any other color after you paint it gray. This is just so it doesn't rust.
Very, very common question from homeowners. Do I have to have that ugly gray pipe? Yes, you do, because we can't have it rust. But You can paint it any rainbow color you want after that to match the siding. And once this is painted black and then going up the earth tone color, you won't even see this piping.
Yeah.
So very common question, any color you want
Very
after
nice.
it's protected from the rust.
Yeah, so we'll spray it black afterwards.
Perfect, yep. And what do you got
That's
going on here?
Flashing here. So this was where the original grade was. So we actually dug this area out entirely, brought it down and added 2 walls on the exterior to bring this, add this to the living space down here.
Right.
So not only is it an addition above, it's also an addition here, because this was the original garden. So
Garden.
This was a garden here.
Okay.
Yep. So we excavated the entire area out and reflashed. We'll be putting in different flashing on different areas of the house. We added weeping tile for drainage. We also added floor drains.
Right.
As you really wanted your floor drains. So
Well, I put them in.
you did. You did.
The one thing that is key, in my opinion,
Yep.
to an addition is if I come out of their basement and I look at this, obviously you're going to do an aluminum on the ceiling, right?
Right. Yep.
You'll never know that was an addition.
That's exactly the key to it.
Like there's no steps, there's no walls.
Yeah, there's
all you've done is extend it.
We just extended it. It made it look like it was there from the beginning. So that's the one key to additions is you don't want them, the old saying is you don't want it to look like a doghouse.
Exactly,
So-
exactly.
So
It's
here it
looking
looks
great.
just like it's fit in perfectly. We're gonna actually take the old area, the rough concrete, we're gonna parge the entire thing. So it'll look like brand new concrete all up the sides
underneath
of
the
the
gas. Okay. I was wondering what you're going to do, parge it.
Yep.
I got you. Okay, good.
Here.
Stamped concrete. This is
So nice.
is this a charcoal finish?
This is a triple black onyx.
Triple black
It
or
is
charcoal.
as black as it gets. It's an onyx. Now with a stamped product, you actually can't do standard cuts because it will smooth out all of the stamping on it. So that's
Okay.
why you wait till it dries, then a guy comes back in and cuts the seams nicely for you. So you have a nice clean saw cuts everywhere, and then we fill them with silicone.
And this is why you hire a general contractor, because he knows the gas part, what has to be done, the electrical part, the concrete. He is that person that molds everything together to make it run smooth. That books us, so I'm not standing over the concrete guy, so we're not standing over the painter or whoever else you got in here, aluminum guy. We're in here before the aluminum guy. This is why you hire a general contractor. This is why you pay a little bit more to save the headache.
You save the headache. You need that organization. There's a lot of moving parts in renovations.
You need it.
And if you don't have a really good sound structure, things can really fall apart quickly. You can spend more money.
Yep.
And it can just be a waste of everyone's time. So
The waste of time is huge for us because there's nothing that infuriates a sub-trade, for you of course,
Yeah.
the plumbing, electrical, than getting here, we're ready to go. You can't work today, guys, the concrete guys are here today. So now I've got a guy that, okay, I've had you for 7-8 hours, whatever Troy's allowed to be here.
Yep.
You're not doing that, so go home. So
Exactly.
number one, you've wasted everybody's time. You've made a tradesman mad.
Angry, yeah.
Very angry because he might not have any work. I don't know if I can get more work for Troy.
Exactly.
So things have to go smooth
Yeah.
or you're going to make enemies of everybody.
Very true.
And
Yep.
you don't want enemies of everybody on a trade, on when the
On a
trade's
site,
on
yeah.
a site, because then they don't care because you don't care.
Right.
You don't care about organizing, so why should we care about your job?
Exactly.
That's the mentality, of course. So again, that's why you hire a general contractor.
Exactly. The Bayloch brothers.
Of course, the brothers. There you
That's
go.
it.
Let's go take a look upstairs, see how Sparky's doing.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Well, we're upstairs of this same outdoor edition living room, living experience, as James called it, with Cliff the electrician from Pete the electrician. How's it going?
Very well, thank you.
Good, good, good. Explain to me what the owner wanted here.
Well, I gotta remember first the owner is the wife, right? Always check with the wife first.
Very true.
What we got going on here is we're gonna put some pot lights in and a fan.
A fan, okay.
So we want to make sure that the fan is nice and secure. There's no vibrations. After time, it gets loose. So if you see up here, I have secured
Two 2x6s, both sides.
and a special box.
Perfect, perfect. And I heard there's a pizza oven going and they want a plug for it.
Yeah, pizza oven.
Pizza oven's over here.
Over here.
Okay. So the plug's going over here because I know Troy was bringing the gas up here too. I'm quite interested to see this pizza oven. This is going to be a first, yes. So we got a plug-in going here for counter power. And counter power, I kind of like that word, counter power. Anyhow, yes, power on that. Well, that is awesome. Well, let's bring the other half of the Bayloch brothers, Brendan, in here. Brendan, come on over here. How you doing?
I'm good, I'm good.
Good to see you. What do you think of this? How's this laying out for you?
You know what, this has turned out to be really good. It's actually interesting to see the plans basically from paper to once it's filmed or once it's built up. And it's really kind of grandiose. It's going to be a beautiful outdoor living space for the homeowners. And we're really excited for kind of the stepping stones into completion. We started building up, we put helical piles in.
Whoa. You put what?
So helical piles on
What
this one.
is a helical pile?
So
that sounds like
helical
something
pile.
with my bum. I don't like the words of that.
No. This is the strike that goes straight down, and basically how it reaches its weight capacity, which is all verified by the structural engineers. They reach a certain PSI. So this deck was spec'd out to hold 12,000 pounds. So the certain PSI, which is getting verified from the engineers, they have to reach a certain torque. So it goes down as far as it needs to go to reach torque.
How far do these ones go?
9 feet.
9 feet?
Yeah.
Again, educate yourself. You've seen the gas, the mega press, no more threading, helical piles, no more drilling, concrete piers. You've got to be with things. Again, another reason to get a general contractor that knows these things, that researches these things, that knows if they work and can inform you of these and save you money, of course.
That's right, at the end of the day.
Well done. Well, we got to talk to some flooring guys. Thanks a lot.
There you go.
Boy, we got something going on here today, don't we? Wow. Robbie!
Hey, Pete.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you, big fella.
See ya.
You're roofing for the Bayloch boys.
We are.
All right, Robbie from Elite Roofing, the only roofer that you need. Anyhow, okay, I never even put 2 and 2 together about you guys going together. That's awesome.
So homeowners building a nice, beautiful addition. They're gonna have a fireplace in this area, so we've got to make sure that we get everything wrapped properly. We've got to put a drip edge flashing on, ice and snow membranes got to be in there, synthetic underlayment. We've got to go with the existing product that's up there, so we've got to make sure that it's going to look just like it did before the addition was there.
That's what you want. You want to make an addition is perfect when you don't know it's an addition.
That's right.
Awesome. So how old are these shingles? Like, you won't know a color change?
You might see a little bit of a variance, but realistically what we want to do is we want to basically take both sections that are actually being completely roofed in, and we want to go to termination points. So whether that's a valide point or whether that's the actual gable end of the roof, we want to make sure that we can honestly feather it in. And the reason we want to do that is because you don't want to see a patchwork quilt when you're getting a new roof onto an addition, onto an existing. We want to make sure all the ventilation is proper up there. So
important.
That's why they call this.
Key. Ventilation is key. Your attic has to breathe, so that's very important. Mold, mildew, he's on the outside, I'm on the inside. Frosted cold meat like Dairy Queen ice. You don't want that in the attic. I hear about this, not from the outside, but I hear about this because people have black mold in the ceiling of the bedroom and they think it's an exhaust problem or an exhaust fan problem. So I go into the bathroom, everything's hooked up right, and I look over in the attic and I see frost. That's when Robbie gets the call. That's what he's talking about, that frost coming up. So if you have any inkling of mold and mildew on the top floor in the bedrooms, that's exactly what you're talking about. It's not ice dammed properly.
That's right. You're going to want to make sure that we're called out. We can, investigate into the attic. Sometimes what it is, it's an airflow problem. You want to have the proper ventilation because let's be honest, if we get 2-3 feet of snow, it's going to bury a lot of the ventilation. We've got to make sure that things, and if the temperature goes up, we need to make sure that all of these things and all these components of the attic space itself can breathe just like you and I.
The house has to breathe.
Absolutely.
That's so important. Whether it's cold air or warm air, the house has to breathe.
Absolutely.
If it doesn't breathe, there's going to be a problem.
Yeah, and all of our guys have their tickets in advanced care ventilation, so when we first come out to see you, normally we'll pop our head into the attic.
Good.
We want to see what's going on first.
Perfect. I love it. That's awesome. That is great. It was great to see you.
Always good to see you, Pete.
You take care.
Thanks a lot, bud.
Again, this just comes down to getting the right contractor that knows the right people to get the job done, because they had a lot of fingers in the pie to make this magic happen. It is just stone and siding and roofing and piers in the ground, and let alone us gas and electrical.
This is really exciting for us. We get to work with great clients who requested to have an outdoor living space. And they wanted to increase their deck, and we gave them several options. So we're kind of midway through right now, as you can see. Construction's going really, really well, but we're working out all the kinks, and we've got all of our trades on site.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of trades that end up on sites with us, right?
Yeah, well, for just something like this, which is, you know, a large scale for outdoor living space, but a small scale, it's not necessarily a home. But whether you're doing something like this or building a home, it basically you have to go through all the same steps. So all the same trades are in there. Just for something like this, we're right around the 15 different trades are involved in terms of excavating, concrete,
Architects,
stone, engineers,
framers, concrete guys, formwork guys, dirt pushers, helical piles, roofing, flooring, railings, gas, electric, you name it. It's all here.
Fireplaces and so it's basically a smaller project, but definitely very involved. It's like there's a lot of steps,
a lot of moving parts to these things, and that's why it's really important to have people that really understand the process, that can figure out the scheduling properly. This is not something that can happen with homeowners' experience. You really need guys in there that can actually really focus on getting the job done exactly right, proper for the city, proper for the structural engineers, and you want to make sure that the product is exactly what the clients want.
While we're talking about new products, we talked about the Mega Press, we've talked about the helical screw piles, which I have no idea what they were, but they're pretty cool. I want to show you something else that we're seeing more and more and more of in this beautiful city of ours, is the decking material. We're used to 2x6s, pressure treated and all this stuff. This had decking on it. They pulled it off, I think, to add to the new. They're filling in holes. It almost looks like they're doing drywalling, but they're filling in holes to make it level, I'm told, and they sand it all off for vinyl decking, exterior vinyl decking, which we see more and more of. This is from my buddy Robbie. Robbie from Elite Roofing, Calgary Elite Roofing, also does the decking. And it is amazing. Look at that. Looks like wood plank. There's very few times I get really, really excited about an addition because I love the kitchens and the bathroom. This one is spectacular. We just had a very, very small part, but the before and after this is unbelievable. And the Bayloch brothers, as I call them, did a great job. How you doing, guys?
Doing wonderful.
Good to see you. Good to see you. David and Brendan, it looks spectacular. This is unbelievable.
It turned out really, really beautiful.
And all this is a deck.
It's just a deck.
Just a
simple deck. Exactly.
I love how they say that. Now, tell me the guys who were involved in this. I knew you had a lot of balls in the air when this was going on. Pete the electrician and Pete the plumber were very small in it. Who else was involved?
We went all the way through the gamut using Pete the electrician, of course Pete the plumber, doing various different things. We had Tanner's Masonry, Elite Roofing, Done Right Exteriors. We had a whole great team of guys that really helped to put this all together. So we really wanted to match the aesthetic of the house. Adding 300 square feet onto a second-story deck is something that's quite challenging to not make it look a little funny. These two pillars in particular match the stonework in the front.
On the front?
Exactly.
Right, okay,
so we wanted to make it actually fully flow all the way around. The fireplace was a completely separate thing.
This is why you get a renovator, a general contractor. They're up on the cutting edge of stuff. What can we do? What can we do? Well, I'm excited to get upstairs. Let's go up and take a look at this.
Let's do it. Sounds good.
Wow! This is better than downstairs, guys. This is amazing. Now, you're telling me the old deck went to, I guess, here? So this was where it started. I see the post there that you had. So this is all new, and it's covered roof, which you said they wanted.
Yes.
Exactly. So it was nice to be able to design this into the actual house, including tying it into the roof. That was the biggest thing. It's really difficult on additions to tie roof lines together and to make sure the different heights of the soffits and the fascia, it's called heel heights on the trusses. There's a lot of different variables that go into it to make it look like it's part of the original house.
And that's the key with additions. You don't want to know that an addition was done. Yes. People have seen it before and after, great, but you want to say, oh, this is nice. The builder did a nice job on the whole house. Ha ha, fooled you. This is one of the jobs. that, again, I've said it 100 times before and I'll say it 100 times again. It's so important to get the right contractor. There were so many balls in the air with this, so many different contractors. Pete the plumber, Pete the electrician, two of the smallest jobs here. You had the deck guy, you had the fence guy, you had the engineers, you had the screw pile guys, you had the roofers, you had the siders, you had everything. You want a contractor that can control this, and that is so key. You don't want to get in the middle of it and say, oh, you can't do your job, I'm in trouble. You want the right contractors to do the right job. This is great. They've got the fire going for us, which is amazing, because they wanted to use this more than just the 6 months that we get for summer.
Exactly. We wanted to use it a little bit more all year round, if you will. And one of the nice things about this, having a natural fire here, is we designed it so that you could put phantom screens in to drop the screens down and contain some of the heat inside. So it makes it a lot more usable.
We're going to drop them in a second. I saw those earlier. Those are great.
Feel great. This is really a beautiful space. I'm so thrilled with the end product. It worked out so nicely. Right from the concept through the design work. I feel like it's just something that I really need for my house now.
This is like my dream for right now. But
exactly.
No, it was a great opportunity to just work out here and be in the country, and it's a bit quieter and slower pace in the city, and it's just been a real good experience for us as well.
This is fantastic. We got the all stone products. This is your mason again.
Yep.
The cedar, that just makes this pop. Like you'd think they normally go like a hard board or the hardy plywood board or aluminum or something, but the cedar's so natural.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
It's great. Another reason, like I always say, that's what a general contractor brings out to you. Think about this, think about this. You don't have to do them, unless they're engineered, of course, but they're thinking, oh yeah, we'll want that later, of course. That's why we brought the gas up over in the corner for a future oven.
For future tie into a pizza oven.
Pizza oven.
I see
a
corner,
wood burning one there now.
Clients really enjoy it.
I guess that's till they find a good one. That is awesome. Don't get a bathroom guy to do an addition like this. Don't get a guy like this to do a bathroom. They might not be acceptable to each other. You need the right guy, the right tools, the right knowledge to do the right job. So important. Do your homework. Don't be one of those people, damn it, I should have done my homework halfway through the job. You're going to lose time, money, aggravation, have a heart attack, have a stroke. You don't want any of those. Do your homework. I love the vinyl flooring. It's the plank look, and vinyl's great. And this was from Elite Roofing also?
Yes.
Wow,
so
Robbie, that is really good.
Yeah.
Like he does amazing work on that, and it looks like plank. This is, I'm blown away. I'm just blown away how this came together. This is a fantastic, guys. Now let's get the controller. I want you guys to show me these phantom screens. They look awesome. So we got to check that out.
Let's check that out.
That screen, nice. It just works great.
And it works well like for the evenings to block out the wind, let alone the bugs in the summer and the spring, but in the fall and the winter on beautiful weather such as this.
The brothers, a lot of fun. Great guys. My problem with them, I get so damn personal with them because they're so friendly and so outgoing. And that's not the greatest thing to do with some contractors sometimes, but they are great guys and they see everything right through to the end. Guys, this is probably one of the greatest decks I've ever seen you do. I've seen a lot of decks on your houses and your additions and your renovations. You always got to put a deck on it. This is truly an outside-inside room.
Well, thank you very much.
You know, it is great. I think you nailed it, boys.
Thank you.
Well done.
Maybe one day we can build you something as nice as this. I don't know when, but at some point in time, maybe this will work out.
I'd have to ask Sparky.
That's the key.
Gotta get by her,
That's the key. I think it's something that Pete certainly would really enjoy, and it's such a great space. You can see anybody could really enjoy this. From all the way through fall, even into winter a little bit. And that's one thing that Pete's gonna get one day if he keeps on plumbing.
Yeah, plumbing.
Got to plumb away though. Got to plumb a lot. We want these too, but we got to build a few more of them to get them for ourselves too.
The Bayloch brothers, as I call them. You need some construction done? Give them a call. Get an estimate. You won't be disappointed.